What's up everybody, it's JMak. Please make sure to unsub for my channel because it's dying. Leave a like on the video and let's continue. I've been requested to make a me tier list for a very long time. It's one of my most requested tier lists because of how badly I treat the me's. I mean, they deserve no love. Look at them. Instead of doing my traditional tier list where I have S, A, B, whatever, I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to rank them out of a score out of 10, and each round will have a total score so that we get to see which pack from each update had the best me costumes to come out of that round. So by the end of the video, we'll know one of two things. We'll know which one had the best me pack or the best me round. That's what Nintendo calls it, rounds. And which is the best me costumes as a whole. I don't own all the costumes because I don't have 75 cents for every single costume to buy, but I'll be looking at multiple sources on YouTube and, you know, content like the Wikipedia images and all that, and steal from YouTubers. Oh god. Alright, let's get into it. So let's start with round 1 pack. So round 1 has 6 items, which is a lot. It has Morgana's hat, Persona's 4 protagonist wig for the sword fighter, the Teddy hat, the Persona 3 protagonist for the Mii sword fighter. It has Tails and Knuckles as Mii Gunner and Mii Brawler. That's a lot to unravel. That's a pretty decent pack for the most part. So I'm just going to show all the rounds before I actually rank them. Next up is round 2. We have Veronica's hat for the Mii sword fighter. We have Edric's helmet and armor for the Mii sword fighter. We have the martial artist wig and gi for the Mii brawler, and we have the slime hat. Now, some of these are just specific to the Mii. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But for example, the slime hat is actually for all types and not specific to brawler, sword fighter, or gunner. Now, this pack is being the smallest at 4 because I'm assuming that Nintendo wanted to release 5 at a time, and they kind of released 6 the last time, and they're kind of compensating for the last DLC, so they removed 1, and that's probably why this pack only has 4. But going forward, they're all going to have 5. So now we have round 3. We have the Team Rocket for Mii Brawler. We have the Proto Man for the Mii Gunner. We have Zero's helmet and armor for the Mii sword fighter. We have Goemon's wig and outfit for the Mii sword fighter. We have Sans from Megalovania for the Mii Gunner. It blows my mind that it's in the game. I'm so confuzzled. Happy, but confuzzled. Okay, so now we have round 4. I have no idea how to say any of these names, so just bear with me because I'm going to say them horribly wrong. For example, we have Nakouru wig and outfit for the Mii sword fighter. We have Ryu Sakazaki for the Mii brawler. We have Iora Yagami. We have Akira for the Mii brawler. We have Jackie, thank god that's easy, for the Mii brawler. Now these were all Mii brawlers and 1 sword fighter. Interesting pack. Now that's round 4. So let's go to round 5. We have Altair from Assassin's Creed being Mii sword fighter. Now usually when these characters kind of be Mii costumes, there's no hope for them to be real fighters. And I'm a little sad by Altair and even Sans not being a true fighter, but you know, just a costume. It sucks. But then we have the Rabbids hat. We have X's helmet and armor for the Mii Gunner. We have Mega Man EXE for the Mii Gunner. We have the Cuphead hat and outfit for the Mii Gunner. Also another one that just blew my mind. And also, sadly, another character that will not be a dedicated character and has stuck as Mii costume. So that sucks, but it's also pretty cool. Now we have the final round that actually is coming out on June 29th. These haven't even come out yet, but the video did, so we can see them. We have Ninjaro from ARMS as Mii Brawler. We have Hayachi from, I'm so bad at saying names, but Hayachi from Tekken. That's another huge disappointment that a lot of people were sad about. They really wanted this character from Tekken into Smash. And yeah, now he's a Mii Brawler costume. Big sad. We have Callie and Marie from Splatoon being Mii Brawlers and Gunner. That's also another sad one that the community was really upset about because a lot of people wanted, I believe it was Callie or Marie from Splatoon to be a dedicated character. And then next one also blew my mind. We have Vault Boy from the Fallout series. Why? That is insane as Mii Gunner. That's another character who probably will not be a dedicated character and stuck as a Mii costume. It blows my mind that Vault Boy even got considered. It's really cool that Nintendo is branching out and getting all these companies to, you know, get in their Smash game. It's awesome to me. But also, I'm a little sad that he won't be a dedicated character. but oh well, we could still play them. Okay, so let's now go to the ranking. I'm just going to do this pretty quickly. It's just going to be the costume on the screen, and I'm going to say 7. And I'm going to say maybe a little explanation, maybe. And then I'll say like 10, and then we'll keep going. You know, it's simple. And at the end, we'll talk about the round, and then that total score number. And then at the end of the video, we'll talk about which round is the best and which costumes are the best. So let's continue. Morgana's hat, 6. Persona 4 protagonist wig, 2. Teddy hat, 8. Persona 3 protagonist wig, 2. Tails for the Mii Gunner, 8. Knuckles for the Mii Brawler, 8. Total score for round 1 is 34 points. Veronica's hat, 6. Edric's helmet, 6. Martial artist, 8. The slime hat, oh, easy 10. Total score of 30 points. Now, it is unfortunate that round 2 is the smallest of the pack, with 1 being 6. I would have probably brought 1 over to kind of compensate for it, but I just want to be as authentic as possible with the actual rounds that were released. And let me just quickly talk about something like the Morgana hat, the slime hat, and the Teddy hat. Those are parts of costumes that are for all Miis and not dedicated like Edric's helmet or costume is only for the Mii Sword Fighter. So those, I was kind of questioning if I should even put it on there because it's not a specific type. So I'm just going to leave it in there because it's part of the pack or the round. Now we have round 3. The Team Rocket costume, 8. Proto Man's costume for the Mii Gunner, 5. Zero's helmet for the Mii Sword Fighter, 7. Goemon's wig for the Mii Sword Fighter, 10. Sans, come on, I mean, that's an easy 10 right there, for the total score of 39 points for round 3. Round 4, the Nakoruru wig for the Mii Sword Fighter, 6. Ryo Sakazaki for the Mii Brawler, 2. Iro Yagami for the Mii Brawler, 2. Akira wig outfit for the Mii Brawler, 8. Jackie wig for the Mii Brawler, 4. Total score of 22 for round 4. Round 5, Altair hood for the Mii Sword Fighter, 10. The Rabbids hat for all Miis, 9. X's helmet for the Mii Gunner, 3. Mega Man.exe for the Mii Gunner, 6. Cuphead for the Mii Gunner, 10. There's just god tier costumes that usually come out like Cuphead. That's a total score of 38 for round 5. Now for the final round, round 6, we have Ninjaro, 9. We have Hayachi, 3. We have Callie and Marie, Mii Brawler and Mii Gunner with 5 and 5. We have Vault Boy for the Mii Gunner being 10. Total score of 32 for round 6. Now, I haven't mentioned these, but these are for the Fighter Pass. When you buy the Fighter Pass, you actually get an additional outfit. There's the Rex wig and then the Ancient Helm, for the both being for the Mii Sword Fighter. Now, I didn't want to put this in there, but I'm still going to rate them. It's just not going to account for anything. So the Rex wig, I would give it a 6, and the Ancient Helm, I would give it a 7. Now, let's talk about the best rounds and why I actually gave them the certain number I did. DLC 3 came out with 39 points, being at the highest. This one's my favorite because I just remember all the hype around Sans and all the people freaking out about Sans.
What? What?
And it's not just Sans, it's honestly just a really good pack all around. I really like the addition of Team Rocket. I really like the Zero helmet. Zero's a cool character from Mega Man. And one of my favorite characters ever out of the N64 saga, the Goemon, the Goemon's Ninja Adventure. That game is one of my favorite N64 games. I was really happy to see that, but I'm also sad that he won't be a dedicated fighter. And now we have DLC 5 at 38 points, just shy of 1 point for being tied at the best. It has Cuphead, Altair, the Rabbids head. I mean, those 3 really just carry the entire pack, but the Mega Man additions were just way too vague. The XE was cool, but also the other one was just way too generic. It was just like basically another Mega Man skin, and it didn't really add a lot to the pack. If they kind of swapped that out with something else, this pack would have been the best pack, I would say. Now we have DLC 1. The only reason I think that this one has a high score is because it had the most costumes, being at 6. The Persona costumes were very lackluster and boring. It didn't really bring anything to the game like Cuphead, and Tails and Knuckles definitely brought this pack up to that 34 points. I mean, those are still cool Mii costumes. It's just the Persona ones are very lackluster. We have DLC 6 at 32 points. This is a pretty good pack, but the Tekken and the Splatoon ones kind of brought it down. I mean, Hayachi was just very basic. There's not much you can do with a character that is so massive. You can't make a Mii just physically change because how big Hayachi actually is. I could be wrong, But that's just how I'm thinking. That's how I'm speculating on it. So I gave it a pretty low score because it was just kind of lackluster. The Splatoon costumes, again, it would be cooler if they were a dedicated character, but you can't do much with the Miis, you know. It's not as cool. Then we have DLC 2 with 31. Sadly, this one had to compensate with the 6 items being released in DLC 1. This one only having 4. That's one of the main reasons it got such a poor score, is because it only had 4, and it's unfortunate. It was a pretty decent pack for the most part, but I mean, there's not much you could do when there's only 4 that was coming out. The only thing I liked out of round 2 were the martial artist Geese. It really reminded me of Dragon Ball Z. It kind of reminded me of like the Master Yoshi Gi that Goku gets in Dragon Ball Original, and it just looks so cool. I love it. Now we have the worst DLC pack, in my opinion, is DLC 4, the one that was released with Terry. And this one is by far, I think, just the worst in general. All of them are so lame. The only one that's a diamond in the rough of this pack is the Akira Fighter, because it's super unique. So the Akira Fighter actually fit in that change the Mii costume thing. That is really unique and cool. So I really actually like that Mii Fighter. It's just all the other ones were just, I mean, it was like just the most basic costumes you can see. Well, what am I going to have, a Gi? Woo, that's awesome. With that all being said, here's my ranking of all the Mii costumes. This is technically part 1 because there's still like 6 or 5 DLCs to come out. It's about halfway through, and I thought this was a pretty good idea for just the 6 that came out already. And we got more rounds coming out. When all of them are released, we'll do a part 2, probably like 2021, because it's still got a while for all the DLC to come out. But peace out, JMakers. Make sure you unsub from my channel. I'll never say JMakers again, I swear. And if you liked the video, leave a like. I'm trying to revive my dead YouTube channel, so let's continue that, boys. Peace.